been working away since the early 90s really on proposals for a passenger railway between Edinburgh and Tweedbank, and Stow had always featured in their thinking. It was only when the Scott Wilson report was published in 2000 for the council and the Scottish office that we realised there wasn't to be a station in Stow. Now, I think initially I was fairly relaxed about that, because when you look closely in the report, it was clear that they were only forecasting what were equivalent to 5 return trips a day from Edinburgh, which clearly seemed wrong to me. And I'd always assumed that once they had looked at the traffic potential properly, done a proper survey, Stow would then be given a station. As it transpired, that wasn't quite how it happened. I was actually on the Community Council in Stow in the early 2000s, and with their assistance I was able to write to the council suggesting that we undertake a survey ourselves to assess the travel demand. That offer wasn't taken up, and I think it became clear to me then that officialdom wasn't really interested in providing Stow with a station at all. Well, I'm highly delighted, of course, that the village is going to have a station, although I would also admit that before the Waverley Railway Bill Committee announced its decision in favour of a station, that I was more or less on the point of giving up. We'd done our best, but I thought that the odds were stacked against us. So yeah, I'm highly delighted that we're to have a station, and I can't wait to get on that first train.
Well, if you look at the tunnels there, you'll see they've got some expander foam. So we've used the expander foam to block any cavities, and then we've also used ragging. So some of the bigger cavities we've packed full of rags once the bats it was seen to be bat free. And we've created additional habitat outside the tunnel so that the bats have somewhere else to go. Each end of the tunnel is sealed so that at night when we seal the tunnel, the bats don't get back in, because what we have to do is make sure that when we close up the cavities and do all the brickwork that we're not sealing bats into their cavity. slightly more complex, this bridge, because the train will cross the road at an angle. So coming from the north, the train will come on to the far side of the structure, so it's almost like a diamond. So the two bridge abutments are off centre, and what we've done is poured a solid concrete foundation, and then you will see the concrete columns, which drivers going up and down the A7 will have seen those progress over the past few months. We're now pouring a beam along the top of those columns, and then we will then be lifting in the bridge structure, which will result in some road closures.